I wasted over $2,000 on RV gear. Not bad products, wrong products. Products that I bought because I watched one too many must-have RV accessory videos before I spent a single night at a campground. Here are all 5 and what they cost me and what I would do differently. Welcome back to Chai in Camper. The first one is a multi-camera backup system. The lesson here is don't buy an entire system when one component can solve 90% of the problem. When I bought our travel trailer, I bought a multi-camera system. Rear camera, side cameras, the whole setup. The idea was that more visibility equals more safety. And when you're towing a trailer, visibility is important. You cannot see directly behind the camper. Changing lanes takes more planning. Backing up into a campsite can be genuinely stressful, especially if you're new to towing. So I thought cameras everywhere would solve that. The rear camera, it was worth every dollar. I can see the traffic behind when I'm driving, and it has been incredibly helpful when backing up into a site. That one camera solved the actual problem. The side cameras and the rest of the system, I've barely used them. This is one of my earliest RV purchasing mistakes. And as an engineer, I really should have known better. More features do not automatically make a product more useful. Almost each time, it can make it more expensive. If I were making this purchase today, I'd buy a good rear observation camera, and it would have cost me half of what I paid for this system. Start with the minimum. Use it for a few trips. Only expand if you actually have a problem that requires more. Based on 5 years of towing, I don't think I would have needed more. Product number 2 is the Cellular signal booster. The lesson here is a device cannot solve the coverage problem that begins with the network itself. Connectivity is important for our family. Sometimes I work while camping. The kids need internet. And when I came across a signal booster, the promise sounded perfect. Take a weak signal, amplify it, and get a reliable service inside the camper. The system cost $560. At that price, I expected a meaningful, consistent improvement. But what I got was extremely mixed. A booster can sometimes improve an existing signal, but it cannot create a signal when nothing is available to boost. So when we are in an area of bad cellular coverage, the booster does not suddenly give us fast, reliable internet. It just doesn't. And in locations where we already have a usable signal, sometimes the booster helps, sure, but sometimes my phone works just as well. I spent $560 on a product that only provides a benefit under certain very specific conditions. And honestly, the problem it was solving has been completely overtaken by Starlink. A clear view of the sky, fast internet anywhere, no booster required. So before you spend hundreds of dollars on connectivity equipment, understand what the underlying technology can and cannot do for you. Next one is the mobile hotspot. The lesson here is that sometimes you're paying for a second version of something you already own. I bought a dedicated mobile hotspot device. The idea was to have a dedicated piece of hardware that provides Wi-Fi inside the camper instead of connecting everything to my phone. The hotspot would stay in the camper and give our family a dedicated connection. It sounded good in theory, but here's where it falls apart. And this is the same physics problem from the booster earlier, just wearing a different hat. The hotspot still depended on receiving a strong signal. And in many places where we needed better internet, the signal reaching our device was already very weak. In my experience, it was not meaningfully better than using the hotspot feature already built into my phone. So I was carrying another device, charging another battery, managing another piece of equipment for something my phone already did. That's the line that bothers me the most. I paid $100 for a second version of something I already own. If you eventually reach a point where your hotspot cannot support your devices or data usage, skip the dedicated hotspot entirely. Go straight to Starlink. It is a fundamentally better solution than anything running on a cellular signal in the middle of nowhere. If you're new to RV camping, Here's the one thing I want you to take away from these first products. Do not buy solutions to problems you haven't had yet. Camp first, then buy. And if this video stops you from making a $2,000+ mistake like I did, well, subscribing is a pretty solid thank you. Alright, 2 more to go, and the next ones are about paying for features that I never used. Product number 4 is the RV navigation system. The lesson here is simple. Feature count is not the same as feature utility. I almost didn't include this one in the video. Not because it was cheap, it cost me $467, but because I do use it. I just realized years later that I paid for capabilities I've literally never touched. Here's the thing, RV-specific navigation can be genuinely useful. When you're towing a travel trailer, you cannot always follow the same route you do in a regular vehicle. You need to think about bridge heights, road restrictions, weight limits, narrow roads, whether a route is even appropriate for the rig your size. So having navigation that understands your RV's dimensions, that's real value. My regret is not buying an RV navigation system. My regret is buying a system with a feature list that looked impressive during the buying process, and then using it primarily for one thing, navigation. I paid for possibilities instead of the functions that I would actually use. That is a very easy mistake when it comes to technology. Feature count is not the same as feature utility. And as an engineer, believe it or not, I still fell for it. Today, I'd compare a similar GPS unit with RV navigation apps on my phone, and I'd ask one very simple question. What's the lowest cost option that solves the actual routing problem? Product number 5 is the portable RV tote tank. The lesson here is that the product can be excellent and still be a complete waste of money if it doesn't fit the way you camp. This last one is actually different from the rest. It's not a bad product, it's actually a really good product for someone else. A portable RV waste tote tank allows you to empty your RV's waste tanks without moving your entire rig in case you don't have a sewer connection at your site. Instead of packing the whole camper and driving it to the dump station, you transfer the waste into the portable tank and just take the tank with you. For people who regularly camp without full hookups, boondockers, state park regulars, this is incredibly useful. But here's the problem. That is not how our family camps. Most of the campgrounds we visit have full hookup sites, sewer connections right there at the pad. Because of that, we rarely use the tote tank. I believe I've only used it 3 times in 5 years. 3 times. That's $280 divided by 3 uses. That means this is another product we purchased because we thought every RV owner needed one, not because it solved a certain problem for us. Before you buy equipment like this, ask yourself one question. Does this solve a problem I am having right now? Or does this solve a problem that someone else is having? Someone else who camps very differently than I do. Because a great product for a wrong camping style is still waste of money. Let's add it all up. That's $2,267 in gear that's either collecting dust, is a duplicate of something I already had, or solved a problem I didn't actually experience. But in all honesty, I don't regret spending that money. I regret not asking myself one simple question before every purchase. Am I solving a real problem I'm having right now, or a hypothetical problem I will have someday? If I had asked that question, that one simple question, the most I have bought would have been one product from that list, and that too, probably a cheaper version. Here's the good news. Every single one of these mistakes taught me something, and now when I'm standing in front of a new piece of gear that promises to make camping easier, safer, or better, I ask myself, am I solving a real problem? I generally now start with the minimum, and I only spend more when the experience proves that I need to. That's engineering clarity, and it has saved me a lot more than just $2,000 over the years since. If this video helped you think differently about your next RV purchase, hit subscribe. We do exactly this, real-world experiences, honest numbers, the engineering clarity to help families avoid expensive mistakes. And if you have bought something for your RV that's currently collecting dust, drop it in the comments. I want to know I'm not the only one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.